Rob, obviously the season didn't go like you had hoped, but how nice was it to end with a big win?
It was great to end with a big win, man, for these guys. A big win, a small win, whatever win. It was big for us. Just to finish the way we did and send these seniors out the right way, it was so important.
When I look at your roster, a lot of the skill guys are coming back, including your quarterback. How nice is it to have that group for another year?
You know, it's nice that we have some experience returning, but as we found out this year, we still have to execute. Even though you have guys coming back, you have to execute and make things happen. Because we played hard all year long, but we weren't executing the way we should be executing. So we just got to focus on that there throughout the offseason.
Tell me a little bit about Dean and also Ethan and what they bring to the team and what they have to improve on.
Got you. Dean has turned into a really good football player, especially when he started to play defense a little bit more. Just a complete football player. Dean understands what he can and can't do on the football field, which makes him a pretty good football player. He's going to continue to get better. And then Ethan, man, he just works hard. I mean, both sides of the ball. He's able to produce and perform at a high level, and we're just going to continuously watch his growth here throughout the offseason as he grows as a young man.
There was a lot of talk before the year about the new LL League with the Berks teams coming in. Now that you've seen it for a year, what did you think about the level of play in your section?
I thought, despite the record that we have and what took place, I thought the level of play in our section was consistent across the board. Solanco was definitely head above everybody else, in my opinion. And then, you know, everybody else was falling right behind them, but I thought it was consistent across the board.
Since you mentioned Solanco, I wasn't even going to go there, but I will now. There's a team in Berks County by the name of Exeter that is also a very high seed in district.
Absolutely.
What would be your impressions of a Solanco-Exeter matchup?
That's going to be a very interesting game. Solanco obviously runs the triple very, very well. I personally love the triple. And Exeter, they're a very good football team. So that's going to be a really good game. Exeter has the bigs. Solanco has the system. So it's going to be a very, very good football game. If it comes down to those two teams, I don't want to disrespect anybody else, but two very, very good football teams.
We talked about some of your skill guys. Who are some of the big guys? Because coaches always say games are won at the line of scrimmage. Who are some of those guys you have coming back that
we have a lot to
promising?
Replace in the box. Yeah. We have a lot to replace in the box. We lose 3 out of 5. So, you know, hopefully we can have some guys step up this offseason, get better, but we have a lot to replace in the box.
You had a lot of seniors on the team,
yes,
close to 20.
Yeah.
What was your message to them after the final game?
Thank you. Gave us another opportunity to coach another class through their career. Continue to climb the ladder in life. Whatever your level of success looks like, you go ahead and you look for that. And then, you know, just continue to just be a better, good human being. That's one of the things that we just try to always preach to our young men.
You're such a high energy, upbeat type of guy. Was it hard to stay positive and optimistic when you had a season like this one? How did you deal with that personally?
So, you know, one of the things that we have to make sure we're always doing is taking care of our young men because that's important. Taking care of their minds, taking care of their bodies, taking care of their hearts. And, you know, when you're losing, that becomes more and more difficult to do. So we just try to focus on what we were doing and how we can get it done. It's you know, we just have to keep doing it. I think I can say I knew what the problem was, so that made me feel a little better, but it was still frustrating as hell. But, you know, it made me feel a little better.
It's Halloween time. A lot of people debating about the best candy.
Snickers. Don't even go any further. It's a Snickers.
That's the GOAT?
That's the GOAT of, come on, Snickers.
Nothing's close?
Especially a cold one.
Oh, you like
I like them cold.
Really?
I like the Snickers cold, and then the little ones you can put in your pocket. Those are great ones too.
I said Three Musketeers. I took a lot of heat for that.
No, that's too old school. Snickers is where it's at.
All right. Well, I always appreciate your time. Thanks a lot.
No doubt, Paul. Thank you.